Looks like today is another day of no sleep. Another day of no sleep. After Arsenal fans got excited about the United win over Man City that have put them in a comfortable position. If at all they beat City, if at all they beat Spurs tomorrow, they'll be 8 points ahead of City. Some bad news has really knocked onto their door because their bid was considered by Shakhtar, and guess who came in through? It's Chelsea knocking back on the door, huge and strong, with the real amount of money that Shakhtar wants, and obviously looks like the deal is turning away from Arsenal. If you're where you are and you're an Arsenal and you're an Arsenal person, fan all over the world, keep your hands crossed. Prayers are needed. Prayers are needed, and obviously God answers prayers, but the only thing that is going to save Arsenal is the money. Only 5 million euros might lead to Arsenal losing out onto Modric, and he really makes his move to a side known as Chelsea. Smash the like button, comment and share. Rokani David is my name. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? Today is really a very huge day. Busy in the making, doing close to how many stories so far? I think I've done so far 3 or 4 stories today, and I'm willing to go on and really do more until I'll get you the best that you guys deserve as far as this Modric deal is concerned. Now, as far as things are concerned, it's not all rosy for the Gunners, but the Blues are smiling, but we don't know who is going to smile after, because who smiles last smiles best. That's it. Now, Fabrizio Romano today first told us about new direct contacts will take place in the next hours for Modric. Arsenal will discuss with Shakhtar Donetsk about add-on structure after 70 million bid plus 25 million euros. Arsenal want to get it done as soon as possible. Player insisting to. Personal terms already agreed. So, as I told you in the video I did in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning, that Arsenal Edu flew to Poland to get this deal done and dusted. So as he was there doing the needful, obviously Fabrizio told us this following: that exclusive, Chelsea board now in Poland trying to reach verbal agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk and hijack the deal. Official bid of 100 million euros. Official bid of 100 million euros ready. Arsenal always been leading the race in talks with Shakhtar after third bid. Mudryk position now crucial. So, as Edu was in Poland negotiating a deal of Modric, then the officials of Arsenal switched in and said, let's intervene and see what's going to happen, because Arsenal doesn't want to pay only 5 million euros to top it up to 100 million euros. Let's pay that amount of money and get this deal done and dusted. That is it. Chelsea coming in with a hammer blow to see to it that they really get this deal done and dusted. So you see how transfers are really tricky and how they turn from a player liking a team and liking it a lot, a team making a bid of 95 million euros, and obviously Chelsea comes in through with a hammer to really stop the deal of Arsenal by really willing to pay 100 million euros. So that's the instant news that we are getting in from a side known as Ukraine, not Ukraine, that is Poland, because the battle is taking down in Poland. Now, after Fabrizio told us that, even David Austin, first tier 1 journalist, also came out and confirmed us that Chelsea executive Paul Winstanley and senior Chelsea board member in Turkey working to sign Modric from Shakhtar Donetsk. Talks around 60 to 70 million euros fixed, 30 to 40 million euros of add-ons. Shakhtar plus 22 years open to getting it done. So, looks like the player and his agent really love to play for Arsenal, but the problem is Chelsea have come in through and added 5 million euros to the bid that Arsenal made, and obviously the player is saying, if Arsenal can't add 5 and Chelsea are willing to add 5, why don't I move to Chelsea? So Paul Winstanley also went in Poland. Then their board member in Turkey also intervened and started talking to the player that we are willing to take you, however much you want to go to Arsenal. Arsenal doesn't want to add 5 million euros to get you to get you to meet your dream, but for us, we are willing to pay that amount of money and take you to Chelsea. So I think the convincing of the player started there, And obviously, guess what happened? This is really what happened next. Fabrizio Romano telling us that Chelsea have reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk to Modric. Sorry, Chelsea have reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for Modric. 100 million euros fee agreed between parties today after mission. Chelsea now pushing on player side, as Mudryk priority has always been Arsenal. The Arsenal bid remains 95 million euros plus add-ons included. So this is where it really got tricky and tight. Fabrizio confirming to us that Arsenal is really standing their ground. We are not adding 5 million euros to meet the realistic bid of Shakhtar that Chelsea has gone ahead to meet. So it was really intense. Negotiations on both sides. And who benefits in all of this? It's Shakhtar. And this is what Shakhtar has always been pushing in for, that a bidding war should be commenced in between Arsenal and Chelsea. And I believe why Chelsea have gone ahead to come in through to take the player, it's because the CEO or the vice president of Shakhtar has always been talking to Chelsea and really telling them that, please, Arsenal has made a bid of such and such amount of money. Can you outbid them? And I think that's the main reason as to why Tony Boyle called him at Stamford Bridge when Chelsea was being beaten by Man City by 1-0 last Thursday. I think he was telling him that keep us in the know. Keep us in the know. If Arsenal have made a bid and they've not made your real bid that you want, we are going to go all out and really outbid the player. So, Wayne Stanley of Chelsea is in Poland. Edu is in Poland. Is he coming back with some good news? Because he might be like John Mata, the sporting director of Manchester United, and the CEO, Richard Arnold, when they traveled to Barcelona to get a deal of Frankie de Jong done, and they came back with nothing. And the picture was really taken that guess who is here? The CEO of Manchester United and obviously the sporting director of Manchester United. They came back with nothing. Again, the sporting director of Manchester United flew to Turin to go ahead and really get the deal of Adrian Rabiot done. He came back with nothing. So, let's wait and see. Is Edu coming back with Modric or not? Is Edu coming back with Modric or not? Because the situation looks like it's going out of the hands of Arsenal, and the player might not be wanting to wait anymore, because I think he feels like the wait is done and it should be over. Now, David Austin has gone ahead to let us know the following as far as this is concerned, because news is just dropping in. And obviously, David Austin is really trying to let us know that Chelsea have reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for Mykhailo Modric, 70 plus 30 million euros of add-ons, 7-year contract agreed, leaving Turkey for London to undergo medical, not signed yet, but done. What else do you want to hear? That is coming from David Austin, obviously from The Athletic, and Adam Crafton, you know him very well. He's a reporter for The Athletic. Then Simon Johnson, he's a reporter for The Athletic covering Chelsea, meaning that he's being fed in by the club of Chelsea. They've told him that Mykhailo Modric has changed his mind. Mykhailo Modric has changed his mind. You see, I've always been here doing these stories and telling you how players change their mind, although they don't want to play for a given team, but money is really so tempting. Mykhailo Modric is changing his mind because of money. That's it. And because Arsenal doesn't want to get 5 million euros to add it onto the 95 they've made to make it 100. But the only positivity in all this that Arsenal fans should stay all out of this is that should really keep hoping is not signed yet but deal agreed. So if Arsenal can go ahead and really meet the bid of Chelsea, then it's all up to the player to go on and decide where he's going to play next. That's it. Even Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to confirm to us that Mykhailo Modric will fly to London. Read this very well. Mykhailo Modric will fly to London in the next hours. Understand he will be in UK tonight in order to discuss the details. Medical ready. Chelsea pushing on long-term deal to get personal terms sealed after full agreement of 100 million fees or 100 million euros with Shakhtar Donetsk. It's really going to be so much painful for Arsenal if they don't get Modric, because it looks like 80% he's in Chelsea. Chelsea are taking the player. Unless otherwise, Arsenal react immediately and meet the bid of Shakhtar Donetsk of 100 million euros. And this is where things go sour. It's really going to be so much upside for Arsenal to lose out on a player like Modric, because they're the ones that scouted him. They went in for him they inquired about him in the summer. They said we are selling him 50 million euros. Arsenal said we're not going in for him. By the time they felt like it was the right time to go in for him, after him playing very well in the Champions League, Chelsea came in through and hijacked the deal. You get? So, as things stand, it's Shakhtar that is benefiting. Finally, they've gotten the fee that they want. Even if Arsenal goes in and really hijacks this deal, and gets this deal back to their hands, Shakhtar would have gotten what they want, because all along they've been calling in for 100 million euros. And everyone's going to ask himself, why did Arsenal take all this long to make 3 bids of different types, yet they knew what Shakhtar wanted? Why didn't they put in a bid of 95 million euros at once on the 26th of December to either get this deal done and dusted? Because Chelsea got into this after Arsenal made a bid of 40 plus 25 million euros, and they said these ones are not serious. You get? And by that time, on the 26th of December, when Arsenal made their first bid, Chelsea were chasing in for Enzo Fernandez. All their focus was on Enzo Fernandez. And how do they turn to the likes of João Felix and Modric is after Benfica telling them that we want 130 million euros for Enzo Fernandez. 85 million euros you're offering to us, we are not taking it. That's it. So, if this deal slips out of Arsenal's hands, of which it looks like it is, the people to blame are the board of Arsenal, Edu, and Kroenke, because they are coming in late to get this deal done and dusted, yet they had a chance to get it done as soon as Christmas was done. Those days they've put in from the 26th till now, it's coming to 3 weeks. That has given Chelsea a solution to help them out. And secondly, Chelsea had backed out of this deal. But what really brought them back into this deal is simple. The signing of João Felix and how he really featured in his first game. Amidst him being sent off the field of play, he was the best Chelsea player of the day. Now, when you look at Mudryk, he is really great and good at playing the ball. They thought, maybe, why don't we sacrifice one more time and go in for Mudryk? Because if at all João Felix is going to hate to play like this, if at all he combines well with Modric, then we are going to be a team. Maybe we can revive our season. Because Chelsea is working all this in the name of reviving their season, because their season is really looking ugly. They are 10th, 18 games played, they're having 25 points only, and they're having a game on Sunday. Their injury list is really endless. They're now having 11 players that are really injured. From the goalkeeper Mendy, Reece James, Fofana, Ben Chilwell, they're having N'Golo Kante, there is Sterling, Pulisic. They're having 11 players that are really injured. So, as things stand, looks like Arsenal needs to call for a miracle to get this player in. If it's not a miracle, Modric is flying to London, but going to Chelsea. He's going to Chelsea, not to North London. I think Chelsea is in West London, not so. I think Chelsea is in West London, according to what I know. I think they're in West London. Arsenal is in North London. So it looks like Arsenal are losing out on Modric, something that is really going to be so much hurting to Arsenal fans all over the world, because I know how much they've wanted this deal to come to the end in their favor. And Arsenal fans, I'm doing my job getting you the news. Looks like Modric is flying to London. The hijack of the deal is on, and obviously Arsenal needs to pull out one of the remaining 5 million euros to get this deal done. Thank you guys for watching it through. Your reactions are welcome to Mudryk flying in London. Hijack is on. Into the comment section below, what do you think about this? Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. It looks like we are not going to sleep today because this Mudryk deal looks like it's coming done. It's going to be done anytime from now, and I promise you that I'm going to keep you updated as far as this deal is concerned until in the morning when we know where is Modric going. Is he going to Chelsea or is he going to Arsenal? Fabrizio Romano and David Austin are dropping in hint after hint, and I'm here to bring you the next story when it drops out.